Yo, what's going on? Welcome to Phuket Walk. This is Phuket Alex, and what do we do and where to go when it does rain? Well, we're currently on the bike, and I'm not sure what to do if it does rain when we're riding, because I don't have my waterproof equipment yet, but there is somewhere to go. I'm at the northern part of the island, around the Thalang area, as I had to come up north towards Bangkok Beach to get a few things done. And now we're up here. Where do we go? So I think we're gonna have a cup of coffee. I'm gonna bring everybody to Robinson, and as you may notice, I started the stream a little bit late, so sorry about that. As I mentioned before, it was a little bit busy this morning, but you can't blame me, right? Johnny Stumbles was also on, and I had to watch that as well. But anyways, let's get going. We'll chat some more, yeah? And thank you everyone for joining me. Of course, thank you Hajat for dropping by. I understand you do have work, and yeah, thanks for saying hi, and do stay for as long as you can stay, right? And hope you get a good night's sleep. And hello to, let's see who's here. Hello Steven, welcome to the live stream. Juanita, my trusty mod is here, and that means we're ready to go. Hello Steven. Hajat once again, of course, and hello Jazz, and first last, just in time as we're ready to go. We have a good crowd, and as I always say, when we have a good crowd, let's get the going started. As I mumble jumble that and see if I can get my bike in gear first. Okay, let's go. I think I'm going to bring everyone to Robinson Thalang Lifestyle today. Well, that's what the place is called. And let's see where to grab a cup of coffee, but worst comes to worst, we still have trusty Amazon there, as we went a few times, so here we go. It sounds great to me as well. First last, let's go. Rather short ride, as I mentioned. I already came up to the north of the island for everybody, and that would explain why I started the stream late, as I had to get a few things done before I could start the stream. And here we are. Let's head towards Robinson's first. We'll walk around, of course, and then grab a cup of coffee. Currently 5 minutes to 11 a.m. here, local Phuket time, on a Monday morning. And of course, for many of you overseas, and of course my homies in Toronto, and almost stay up to 10. No worries, everyone. A very quick one, I think. Should be, anyways. Thank you, First Class, and I'll give you a show once we get there. I think we're here. Well, we didn't come here for a while. I didn't get a chance to swing up here for a little bit. Let's find us parking first. Oh, as we're pointing to the ground a bit. Hold on. Alright. Sorry about that. As I held up traffic a bit. Something I'm rather good at. let's get us to the bike park first. I'll take the detour and avoid the bump. Mini detour. Often local Thai dialect, they use the word eat for drinking as well. Eat now. Perfectly fine. Speed bumps. Safety's first. Okay, I think anywhere will do. One moment, ladies and gentlemen. We have arrived. Hey, first class, thank you for the amazing support. Kakumakap. And definitely inspiring, as I much need some inspiration to jump into the mall and grab us a cup of coffee, as I didn't have my cup yet today. So thank you so much, first class, and let's get going. And you know what, today? I'll be doing this on handheld, as I have a solution to bring us some better rain walks, as I was always worried about my gimbal getting wet, and I thought, hey, why don't I get rid of the whole gimbal thing altogether? And you'll know what I mean in a second. I'll be relying on my chat on the on my phone, and I wouldn't be able to check as much until we get to the coffee place. But what it allows me to do is, as that lady creates a very loud noise, one moment. I'll be taking us off the gimbal. 1 second, that shouldn't be too difficult to do. Here we are. And I don't know why I did that first, but I should be able to manage. And what this allows me to do is, number one, I'll be able to get a waterproof case. Then we might be able to do a lot of things in the rain and weather. What did I just say? Anyways, one moment as I get the gimbal gathered up first. As last time when I checked the footage, I didn't do that bad of a job at keeping things stable, as that's one of my biggest concerns, is everybody getting a quality stream. So hold on, I'm a little bit new at this, as you guys can tell. But this allows me to go into shops and show everybody some of the accessories and whatnot without getting hassled all the time, right? So once we get to the cafe and we drink coffee, I'll put us back on the gimbal. In the future, I'll get us a stand or some sort. But right now, let's do this handheld. So do let me know how everything is, if everybody gets dizzy, or, you know, if everything is to par. But let's get going, ladies and gents, because we are at Robinson's. And today we won't be just walking around outside the shops. I'll do my best to get us in there and check out everything without getting kicked out, as you know, and Boom has often mentioned a few times. Once you hold the gimbal, it's quite a dingus attractor. I think a lot of the manufacturers of some of the gimbals should do a commercial or advert stating or encouraging people or letting people know that holding one doesn't mean that you should go and harass the person holding it. And here we are. Hopefully security doesn't give me too much problems. I'm just going to look on the screen and see what's up. Okay. I think that went well. As the guy standing there did not give me too much problems. So now let's look at some of the shops. Ooh, pretty chilly in here. And if I happen to forget, somebody remind me a warm cup of coffee. I think I won't forget now. Yeah, so I need some practice doing this handheld thing as well. As going forward, I think I might opt for this option. Let's take a turn here. Well, it's gonna bend anyways. But anyways, yeah, I have this option to just put a waterproof or resistant case on my phone. And I'm good to go to take everybody outside in the rain. And thank you, Jazz, for letting me know. And do let me know if it is wobbly and all that. Cafe. Amazon. Check out some delights as I had a small breakfast, not really, but a snack, I would say. Some mini cakes. That looks definitely cute. I think it's a fitting word. $3.99 only. That's like, I don't know, $11 or so? 12. Thank you, First Class, as well. You guys are too kind, Jazz and First Class. No complaints so far. But don't just be kind. I know you guys are very generous towards me. At least my own OG crowd, of course. And do complain away if there are issues, as I need to fix them as well. But so far so good, and of course you guys are honest with me, so I believe you. Sorry if I'm more drawn to the food this morning. But I did say we will take a closer look. Oh, you can get your own omelet here. That's interesting. Doesn't look like security is too interested in me right now, especially if I'm hand rocking this. Alright, let's continue on. And of course, right here there's a bigger shop. Sorry about the panning, that was a bit too fast. Still getting used to this. I think it's more about being mindful of I'm actually using my hands, as I'm so reliant on the gimbal the whole time. Coffee everywhere. Wow, some of these slogans are intriguing. Make like home. I don't make very good coffee, unfortunately. So you make it like how I do it? Let's head upstairs and get a better view. Why not? Before we come down for more exploring. As I mentioned, we can check out the stalls, the stores and all that without... I don't think the shopkeepers mind in general, unless you're like a really big name brand and there's some company policy, but usually good. But it's the security sometimes that see you holding this giant gimbal and they get... I don't know. They want to introduce them to you as maybe that's part of their job, yeah? And hello Vernon, welcome to the live stream. I started this one a bit late, perhaps a good time for yourself, as we are in Robinson's just exploring some options on what to do if it does rain. I happen to come up north of the island today, having to grab some stuff nearby Bangtao, and here we are at Robinson Lifestyle. And it was raining a bit in the morning, as storm warning is all over the island still. We'll take a look outside as it's a bit gloomy. No rain at the moment, but definitely Robinson Lifestyle is a great place to visit if you're in the northern part of the island, to get some dry time and of course get away from the rain. But despite my blabbing, welcome to the live stream, Vernon. Welcome to Phuket, Thailand. Let's check out some of the Thalang vibes, I would say. Thalang is a bit up north near the airport, so perhaps not too much shopping development. Well, the mall is here, isn't it? Let's go outside and take a glimpse, as this might show you most of the atmosphere of what Thalang might look like. A lot of traffic. Busy place. But of course you don't see anybody walking around that much or at all, as you may see down by Phuket Town, Old Town, and Katu. And in case you missed it, Vernon, I'm currently doing the live stream using my hands, handheld, meaning not using a gimbal. So if it's slightly different from the per usual standard, my apologies, I'm still practicing. But we'll talk about that some more as later on when we grab a cup of coffee. But I did mention to everybody that it will help me quite a bit, as I can just put a waterproof case on and bring everybody outside without worrying about a waterproof gimbal, and be able to bring everybody throughout some rainstorm and rain walks, as I'm not fearless. I'm fearless, but my equipment is not at the moment. So being able to do this handheld, and if the quality is stable and good, I'll be able to go more carefree and show everybody these stormy and rainy vibes. And I do apologize to some of those, for those of you who gave me a comment on some of the members video, and as well as the normal videos and streams, as I didn't get a chance to reply yet. I do remember, and I will get to them, as I like to reply to my comments when I feel my best. As I can take more criticism, positive ones of course, and of course put them into action. But generally, most of the comments are just encouraging and inspiring, of course. You guys are all too kind. Thank you very much. Let's check out the food some more. And barbecue. Fresh ingredients is good to see, as a lot of malls back home you tend to not see the ingredients at all. Hey, open kitchen. It's always cool to see your own dish get cooked up, and I guess that's the best way to do it. Yeah, I think she knows what she's doing. It's like many people has watched me one-on-one. Ooh. More meat for meat lovers. I would say for a Monday morning before lunchtime, this is quite lively already. Steven says, yes, please. What's happening with this phone? One moment. Okay, here we are. Just checking on my stream a bit, making sure everything's in order. Of course, I can give us some gentle panning as well. Let's head towards the theater. And for those of you not interested in mall food, there's, well, restaurant inside the mall. Restaurant mall food. And I assure everybody, my walks won't be all indoors as the rainy season starts. I won't be avoiding it. Actually, I'll be making attempts to head into it. But just currently and recently having to relocate, me and Sign has been busy running around the island as we spent the whole day yesterday driving in various areas to look for more options. And let me find a good spot as well, First Class, as there's one more shout out for you. And I think this is a good spot to do it. One moment. Hey, First Class. I know I gave you a shout out, so what's this all about, eh? Well, you also hit the goal for our super chat goal. So thank you very much for achieving it for us today on this walk, and of course empowering me now as we're gonna go grab a cup of coffee together later as I bite on my words once again. Thank you so much for your support, and yes, thank you so much for the super chat goal accomplishment. I think that was a good backdrop for that. Superstar First Class, thank you very much. And it's definitely awesome. And I'm just gonna keep, probably, well, YouTube has suggested I try the goal setting, and I thought, and it suggested to put some crazy amount of numbers, and I just thought, I just want one. I think it's a cool thing to have, great way to interact, and of course give a great big shout out and inspire myself as well. But I'm not looking for like a crazy goal or something, so I'll set it at the minimum, and if I hit the minimum, I'm super duper happy, as I just appreciate all of you coming along, especially today on a very late start compared to usual. And of course, the recent walks hasn't been what you call adventurous, but it will be soon enough once I figure out the waterproof section. I saw a video, shorts on one of these trains crashing in a mall, so if you see a train crash in a mall, it does happen. Well, this music is blasting as I just wanted to check out the cinema here. So as a smaller mall compared to, I guess, Patong, Jangsilong, and as well as Central Festival, it's not too bad. as the northern part of the island still gets its own theater here to enjoy some movies. I think Stitch is on up top. Whoever that is. But here's the cinema. Okay, I think this part might be a good part to head back down. It's part of the, what you might call it, the superstore, I guess, the main shopping store. Hope the staff doesn't do anything or give us any problems. I can just step back out, but let's take a glimpse down the middle here. And it is quite unique, as I said. Once I can do the handheld thing better, I'll be able to take a closer look. That's a better word, because shop owners and a lot of people will probably bother me less. I don't know what is the thing about holding a gimbal. It's like pointing a weapon or something at someone, you know? Definitely not a weapon, but people do react in similar ways. This is nice, being able to kind of dive right in. As you may notice, a lot of the walks we did together, I just kind of walked to the side, especially with shops, private shops and staff around. This allows me to look at some stuff a little more. Now I will gain more experience and get comfortable. I never walked down that side. Let's do that. And then I think we'll grab a cup of coffee soon enough, as I need some motoring recharge. Sales everywhere. I always do mention, don't pack too much if you ever visit the island. A lot of things are quite affordable here and up to standard, so you can just buy yourself some jeans or whatever you need and then be on your way. Yeah, I've seen people come here with a suitcase worth of clothes. This section is really nice, actually. Motorbikes everywhere, even indoors. And now that sign has given the official shout out, I'm gonna do so here as well. As sign does not have the monetization yet, of course, on YouTube. And for those of you wondering who Sign is, give me a moment. I'll pull up her link and you can check out her channel. Go over there, support her a bit, and of course subscribe and like the content. As one moment please. Sign set up a Buy Me a Coffee account not too long ago, and of course Vivian has given her much support over there. So here's a shout out from myself, as Sign is of course big member of Phuket Walk. So thank you so much for the support, Vivian. I know Sign has already given you an official shout out, but here's one from me. Thank you very much, Vivian. I definitely support it, as she's really inspired, as the moment she recognized and realized that she had some support there, she was jumping around with joy. And very inspired by the kind gesture. But let me pull up Science Link as it's taking me 1,000 years to do so. Okay, I'm gonna go around the coffee section, see if I want something else, but if not, we'll head back to Amazon as that's probably the best place to chill in terms of decor and nice cup of coffee, of course. Trustworthy franchise brand I always go to, you guys know. I'm old-fashioned like that sometimes, most of the time. And here is Science Link. Okay, so Mr. Donut, I think, has some coffee. But then I'll be seating around nowhere, so this place has some seating. The first place we saw, made like home. The slogan failed me. Or failed them. Alright, Amazon. Ooh, pretzels for 100 baht. That's $3. Hey, Aubrey. Good morning to you. Good to see you. And we are currently at Robinson's Lifestyle up north of the island, around the Thalang district. So welcome to Phuket, Thailand. Good to see you because we're going to grab a cup of coffee and you're just in time for it. So hope you're having a good one. As we're gonna sit down, relax, and get the chatter started. Well, I've been chatting more than enough already, I think. On this part, I don't have a stand yet, so I'm gonna put the gimbal back on just to make things easier, as I think nobody will bother us when we sit down in this cafe. But I hope the experience of my handheld filming has been alright so far. I think my panning is a bit too fast, but I'll adjust for everybody. Okay, one moment please. I always like coffee shops that kind of have this open concept where you can view the mall a bit, but of course still have their own seating, right? Comfortable seating they have here. All right, let's get our drinks first. Sawasdee krap. กาแฟเย็นใหญ่ครับ
เป็นกาแฟดำหรือว่ากาแฟนม
กาแฟดำครับ
ไม่หวานเลยนะคะ
ไม่หวานขอบคุณค
เป็
รับ
นไออเมริกาโน่นะคะ
ไอคอฟฟี่ครับ All right, I'm gonna go for the iced coffee instead of Americano today. I need a little bit more kick.
มีอเมริกาโน่ออเรดคอฟฟี่
Black coffee.
ติ๊กติ๊ก
Thank you. As the Americano gives more kick to me, and I mean the Americano is more smooth to me, and of course the black coffee is better for energy.
เหมือนเดิมนะคะ
Okay, I'm gonna get out of people's way
เอา
first,
เมนูใหม่ด้วยไหมคะเป็นเฟรนช์ฟรายสมูทตี้
and then I'll come back and get the coffee. Let's see if I have time to set us up on a gimbal. Maybe. Hold on. And of course, in the future, if I can do things gimballess, I'll just get us a phone stand or something. But for now, I'll set up the gimbal so we have a better view of the mall. And sometimes my big head, of course. And this is going to be funny. I'm holding the phone and I'm, of course, attracting some attention. But many people manage to ignore me. But once I bring the gimbal out, it's going to be a whole new world. And here we are. The trusty dingus attractor. How am I going to do this properly? Okay, one moment everybody. See if I can do this properly without messing up things. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit dizzy. Hold on, everybody. All right, that went well. Okay, now we're back on the gimbal and see how it compares. I think, of course, with the gimbal, it's way more steady compared to my hands. But hopefully it's not too bad earlier. And I will use the gimbal whenever we can, of course, just for the rainy occasion, and today, of course, getting some practice. Let's wait for a coffee first, and then, you know what, we'll go over to the couch first. It looks like they're going to be a little while. We'll sit by the couch. Oh, look what I done. I said I wanted a hot coffee at the beginning of the stream, and I went for a cold one. It's okay. I think I've warmed up a bit, so it's good. I knew I'll forget for some reason. I think it's gonna be our coffee next. Yeah. Okay, I'll go and grab it. One moment, guys. Here we are. I might need a straw. Hold on. Okay, let me get my straw prepared, and then I'll be right with everybody with my big head again. All right, check out this proper cup of coffee, and then we'll get my big head in. You know what, I'll turn us this way. I think that's a better view here. All right. Hey everybody, what's going on? And cheers for the coffee first class. And the reason why I love Amazon so much is it's a proper size cup of coffee. Yeah, there's a lot of places here, the cup's a bit smaller and they pack it a bit too much with ice, as locals like, but this place gives you a good amount of coffee, I would say, and not too much ice. I don't like too much of it. So cheers, Juanita, and cheers to everyone, of course. Hope you're having a great day or great evening wherever you are. Welcome to Phuket Walk, and once again, I'm Phuket Alex, and we're currently at Robinson Lifestyle having a cup of coffee today. Started the stream late, sorry about that. But yeah, as I was a bit busy, I would like to start the streams earlier now, as you know, I like some of my viewers do go to sleep a bit earlier. I know some of you enjoy that late night entertainment, but we could run the walk a little longer, even if I started earlier. So yeah, let's see how that goes. But going forward, hopefully a little bit earlier than today, yeah. Because I know it's like, well, 11:30 here locally, so homies back home overseas. Some of you like well past midnight into the next day already. So thank you so much once again, for just being with me and enjoying this walk so far. And cheers, guys. Thank you. And of course, first last, your support has brought me the ability to give many cheers to everybody. So bringing a lot of cheers and joy to the channel today. Thank you for your support. So as you guys know, I mentioned so many times recently, me and Sign and Sing, family of 3 now, been looking for a place to relocate that's a little bit better for, of course, streaming with everybody in terms of location, as now we're quite far away from the good walk locations anyways, as I have to ride quite a bit to get to the location and then be able to do the walks with everybody. I still want to include some bike riding, but some of the bike riding is a bit too long for a walking channel so far anyways. I would like to do more walking. Of course, it's more interactive, yeah. And also, so the relocating part, we found 2 places. One, it's very comfortable, has all the amenities, has a gym, has a pool, it's super cool, the location is great. I'll be able to probably jump outside 2-3 minutes away and take everybody for a walk. One problem though, a lot of these places that have all these facilities, they're not very pet friendly, as it's always iffy. The owner goes, yeah, no problem. And then of course you have the management that come by and go, oh, big problem. So generally that's the culture here. Some places they turn a blind eye, and other places will give you a hard time, right? So that's the place that's super comfortable with all the gym, with all the equipment and all the amenities. That place, iffy on pet friendly. So there's another place, location is kind of crappy, so on and so forth, but it's super friendly for my cat. Also going forward, me and Sign has the option to perhaps get another family member to play with Sing, as well as she's getting a bit older. I think a companion might be good for her, because sometimes me and Sign are both out. So we're just kind of weighing out our options, as I don't know, we're more favoring the house we can have more space for my cat to run and stuff. So that's been the good news, bad news. We're still deciding on which place to go to, but I'll let everybody know. And if we do choose the place with less ideal location, but at least, hey, I'll be happier because Sing will get to run around more. She'll get to make more noise. Sing's my cat, by the way, for those of you who don't know. And of course, I might be able to get a new pet, a new friend, for a new family member, maybe a dog, maybe a cat. I don't know, maybe someone new for the channel that I can introduce as well, If I get a dog per se, maybe someone to go to walks with us also. So yeah, so there's pros and cons of both, yes. But I'll let everybody know if we do choose the option that it's further away from the locations. I'll just do more work and get up earlier and get to the locations earlier, so on and so forth, and make the adjustments. But eventually I think it'll all work out, so let's see what we decide on. We have to make a decision quite quickly as well, so that's been on my mind anyways lately. Hey Lee, good to see you, man. Cheers to Lee. And I started the stream a little bit later. I think this timing is good for you, bro. So we're just in time for a cup of coffee. You're just in time. And we're at Amazon's again, eh? You know I like Amazon. But yeah, nice cup of coffee. Nice big cup of coffee. I was supposed to get hot, but it's okay. I warmed up a bit from the walk, and of course, all the chatters of everybody. So cold will do for now. Since Lee just joined us, check out the mall. We're currently at Robinson's Lifestyle, northern part of the island in Thalang. And I think Lee might have joined us here before, but if not, he definitely been to Amazon with us. So here's Amazon in Robinson's. Great quality, good consistency here. And the mall is lovely. And now for the first part of the stream, well, before we got to the cafe anyways, most of it was filmed handheld, so you might see a difference as I'm practicing some of my handheld abilities. Yeah, big hefty cup here. And I was just telling everybody, that's why I like it. Like, they give a proper size cup, you know what I'm saying? It's nice. And of course, cheers to all of you. Cheers to Lee. Cheers to Aubrey. And of course, cheers to South Africa and Cape Town. Cheers to the world. Hello world. Hello everybody for joining us. And hey, rest of the world, for those of you who have not joined the Phuket Walk community, please press subscribe. We always have a good community here, good people in the chat. Subscribe to the channel. Let's grow together. Help us out a bit. It does help the channel out a lot. Subscribe, get us slightly more views, like the content, and of course, improve the quality going forward and get us more good vlogs. Yeah. Thank you. Also, yeah, thank you everyone that's been with me so far, of course, since the beginning, as I've been testing my handheld. Hopefully it's not too bad. You guys are not guinea pigs, as I had some experience doing it before. And I explained the advantages of it is we can actually go into some of the shops, take a closer look, you know, look at some of the products without being overly hassled, you know what I mean? So it's been working out, as today we got a closer look to everything. Closer look at everything without being bothered. So we're gonna continue that a bit. Actually, I'm just doing crisscrosses today. No planned route or anything. It's a smaller mall, but hey, that's the fun part now. I'm able to dive right into the center of the mall where the kind of like the superstore is, the main shop is, and none of the staff has given me any problems yet. I guess hey, anybody with a phone, you could be just chatting with your friends, right? If you hold a giant gimbal, they have some policy against gimbals. I'm telling you. Hopefully you have time to join me for a cup of coffee, please. As of course we always drink a cup of coffee together, yeah? Most of our walks anyways. Now, I'm 1/3 done here, I think. Almost past half. Now let's check out a little bit more, as I think I need to get my butt up and start walking again. It's getting cold. We could even go outside, check out the outside vibes a bit. I don't think it's raining yet. I can warm up and you guys get to check out the kind of just what the Thalang area is all about. I always forget if I paid yet, but I'm pretty sure Amazon has a pay first policy. And if you guys do notice, someone might be missing today. Of course, the OG regular, Modano, is not here with us tonight, as obviously he's quite tired from a very busy day over at Toronto, the Toronto Walk Tubing community. So that might be the reason why. As many people, well, if not the whole community, was doing some sort of live stream today. So I'm sure Modano had a busy day, and it's kind of my fault as well for starting the stream quite late. So hello to Modano if you're watching this on the replay. We do miss you, bro. And hope you're having a good night's rest. And of course, having a good one. But we will see you shortly, I think. As I will, and I've been lately increasing my live streams. I do have more 4K videos, no worries. Prepared, just need to get some of the editing done. Been a little bit busy. And the schedules has been tight as I took on a few more commitments on various things lately. So just a lot to do in general. But hey, I have Juanita here. And that's good enough to defend my community tonight. Thank you very much for doing so. And of course, I appreciate all my mods. And tonight, you are the representative, Juanita. Thank you so much for being here with me. And Juanita, one of my OG mods, taking care of things tonight. And of course, thank you everybody in the chat for being so kind and generous as always. Okay, we'll get going shortly. Just give me a moment as I'm down to my final zip. I chucked this very fast. Thank you, First Last, once again, for the support. Hey, Coleslaw, just in time as I finish up my cup of coffee, and then we'll roam around the outside of the mall a bit to get some Thalang vibes, and I can get to warm up, and then we'll check out the mall some more. So you're just in time, Coleslaw. Just one moment, Cole, as I get prepared. Hey, Lee, thanks, bro. Hey, thank you for the support, Lee. Here's to you, Alex. Small token of appreciation. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, every support is huge. It's the thought that counts, of course. Nothing is small, man. So thank you for the 14 ZAR support. Definitely appreciate it, bro. And of course, thanks for being with me and having a cup of coffee. Is always better, right? When you drink coffee with friends, I think most of you would agree. So cheers to you. Thank you for the support, Lee. I still have one more zip in there. Thanks, brother. Hey, and this Rome was signed just in time to give a, of course, much needed and sincere thank you. As every support should be recognized and appreciated. And hey, I always say a little bit goes a long way in Thailand. So no, nothing is too small, and the thought behind it is always inspiring. So let's get this walk going, as that inspired me to warm up a little bit and go outside. I'll be getting us back to the handheld mode very shortly. As I said, I do need to do this in handheld, and it will allow us to go into some shops. And once we go outside a bit, I intend to look at some stuff more closely. And if someone bothers us and kicks us out now, it's still all right. We had our walk. So one moment, I'm gonna check out the garbage, as I should. A great cup of coffee. Okay guys, one moment and I'll be going back to handheld mode. Just let me prepare a bit first. Note to self: buy a better belt. Okay. And if we went into buffering, there's a reason I did that. My bad. Okay, here we go. Getting creative, but nothing is working. Okay, here we are. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry about that. A little bit of fumble as I pan too fast, but check out our cafe that we just had the amazing cup of coffee. And of course, thank you to those who supported the amazing cup of coffee with the amazing support. That's a lot of amazings. 1, 2, 3. That'll do. Let's head outside. Check out the Thalang area, as I mentioned, because most of the vibes are quite the same, as there's some walk paths, but mostly traffic up here. More residential area. We can pass by the Starbucks and perhaps take a look this way. Hey, let's check out some delights. How many Amazons have you been to, Alex? I actually always drop by randomly. So maybe, how many have I brought you guys? Maybe 2 or 3, 3 or 4 maybe? Probably 4. But myself, 10 plus maybe. Amazon is quite popular around the island. Maybe not 10, but perhaps on the 6 or 7 side, as some of these treats are only 14 baht, 50 cents or so. And here's a Starbucks up front. And for those of you who missed it, we went to a live stream on Destination Travel's request on one of the chats to check out the location at a not Jiangxilan, my apologies, at Central Floresta, as it's a very unique and beautiful setting, and of course design of Starbucks over there. Me and Sign went over there on a live stream and had a cup of coffee. Starbucks. I didn't have Starbucks for like many years, as I mentioned on the stream, about maybe 6 or 7 perhaps, not even gonna lie, it's been that long. And I had a hot cup of coffee, and to be honest, it was so, but it was all right. It did the trick. As we check out this area of lifestyle, and we're gonna go out the front entry and walk around a bit. It's beautiful here. Yeah, you're right, Cole. It is a deal. That's like 50 cents or less, like for one piece of those things. Can get big in terms of whether you're weightlifting or just gaining weight quite easily here. I don't do the low carb or no carb diet. I eat my carb as I'm in Asia and I work out. Been a little bit lazy on that sector lately. As I said, we'll come out, I'll warm up a bit, just let you guys check out some of the street vibes. I wouldn't say it's not much to look at, just a different vibe. And there's something historic right there, the heroine monument, as I showed some of you before, but let's go to the front there and we'll get a close-up. And the heroine's monument is quite featured on the island. And the short form of the story is during a Burmese invasion, of course, in more ancient times, two local ladies, two heroines obviously, led the army and a camp to defend the island against them. So let me get a closer up at the statue. It is worthy of looking at. Let's see if I get a closer view. One moment. Hello, good to see you, bro. Good, you're just in time to check out the full glory view, I would say, of Robinson lifestyle. Eat, shop, and play. And yeah, good to have you once again. Steven has a new name for you, Jert. I think Kurt will do, but the adjustment might not be too bad as well, depending if you prefer it. But let's head back into Robinson's and check out the mall some more. Let's bring us upstairs first, why not? And then we'll make our way down. As we started downstairs, so we could start upstairs this time. But of course, thanks for the pulling up the link of sign. Our smooth moderator, and that's why he's so smooth. He comes right in and lets everybody know that you should go over to Rome with Sign, subscribe, and like the content. So do be smooth as well, and go on over and support Sign at Rome with Sign. I don't know if you guys saw this or I featured it. One moment, I never saw it actually. It looks pretty cool. Whoa, check out the top of here. I think I just noticed it myself, as I never really stared up at this unit. Ooh, the air conditioning is definitely on, as it's so cold I stuttered. I'm glad you enjoyed the dolphins. You want to check it one more time, Kurt? I was looking at it the whole time. They're a pretty good feature, actually. I like how a lot of the malls here feature the island vibes, as surfing is definitely part of that. I use that term quite a bit. Well, I did live here for this long. I do enjoy the island. Can you tell I'm not much of a city person? I don't mind cities. Definitely came from one. Would you say transportation is better in the city or on the island? Depends if you could ride a motorbike, I would say, as it's quite convenient for myself. But of course, public transport is also enjoyable if you prefer that. Hey, there's an idea. Breakfast burritos. I think burritos are good for any time, in my opinion anyways. Good for breakfast, good for lunch, as it's nice and filling, and of course over a nice pint of beer as well. It's lunchtime here almost anyways. Let me double check, as you can see everyone's ordering. Hey, 1 minute to lunch. I was pretty on the mark. So, lunchtime on the island of Phuket. And everybody grabbing some food at Robinson. Okay, let's make our way down and check out some shops, as we can feel free to jump in now. Well, until someone kicks us out anyways. But I figure that's also easy to deal with. I just put my phone in my bag and we walk on out and continue the stream. So this is a great solution if it isn't too bad in quality. I'm just always worried about my filming techniques and my skill level, as I know if I don't do it right, it could get pretty dizzy for some viewers. Hopefully it's been alright so far and the experience has been enjoyable and comfortable. Alright, let's head on down and check out some clothing, whatever, anything that draws our attention. I have not seen dolphins in the ocean, but according to some stories I heard, that there was dolphins around Thalang a very long time ago. And of course, perhaps around the island, and that's why they have a lot of dolphin structures and themes and various monuments that feature dolphins all over the island. But I have not seen them myself, no. Where should we start? I guess this brand isn't exactly for me. I do miss high school though. Am I qualified to go back if I rock some of these t-shirts? Probably not. That's pretty cool actually. So if you don't have uniforms in your high school, dude, check out this brand and uniform yourself. Hey, thanks Lee. Glad you're enjoying this, as there's not many huge malls up north. So Robinson lifestyle is a okay representative, I would say. We have Levi's here as well, apparently. As I used to wear Levi's during my years anyways, but not recently. As I didn't wear jeans for quite a while. I used to wear jeans all the time, almost every day. They're just rocking different pairs of jeans. Yeah, Lee, I think me and you share the same feeling. about the theme here on these malls. I love the island vibe, as I mentioned, and they always try to do various things to bring that out. Whether it's by just, you know, how the roof is, has nice decor showing some nature. It's actually all across. So that's some good detailing for a smaller size mall for sure. Well, it's not too small. It's got a lot of name brands, and Watson's is here. For those of you who know Watson's. And franchise, of course, all over the island. But yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier. If you ever visit Phuket, a lot of the amenities and clothing and what you need on a vacation is readily available for a good price here. Sandals and whatnot, so no need to bring or pack a big luggage. Just show up and perhaps restock a little bit on the summer gear and then bring it home. Sports gear. They probably don't have the brand I'm looking for. I was gonna go look at some shoes and I realized they probably won't have it. I wear Hokas, and that's Hoka. That's how you spell it. That's the brand of the shoe, and it's quite comfortable. It's really good on the back. And of course, I'm not sponsoring by them, or not sponsored by them, but I do enjoy wearing them. So. Hey, let's check out the coffee machine. We have a small one at home, but they use the capsule. It's not too bad, it's convenient. It'll be nice to have a proper bean grinder and of course a proper machine for those, as I did at the cafe. I got to make myself a very, very qualified cup of coffee every morning at the time. But we have some of these units similar anyways. Capsules are not too bad. They're alright. Of course, it's not the same as these ones. Sarika. Yeah, I would say that's our first friendly hello of the day. And cheers to that gentleman for giving it to us, as I always appreciate it. That's a nice TV to have, 98-inch. You need a really huge space though to get the right distance for that TV. And Jazz says, good for the feet. Oh yeah. And of course, for those of you who's gonna reside here or live here a bit longer, you can check out some of the local electronics that's also available. Of course, a lot of it would be included in your apartment rental usually. Yeah, the hookahs are definitely good for the feet. They're very comfortable. I feel like I'm walking on clouds. But what does the trick for me is it gets rid of a lot of knee problems and back problems, and allows me to walk longer, of course, and exert more energy. So I really appreciate my shoes. It's definitely something I appreciate and like. Let's check out some of the stuff here. Toys and whatnot. I guess one complaint I have with the shoes I have is it's not very good in the rain. That's one issue. I mean, it's just as comfortable in many ways, but it soaks up water like crazy. So the shoe gets heavy and takes quite a while to dry. As you know, it rains quite a bit here, and the problem is there's a lot of puddles here, even on proper walk paths. So I may need another pair for walking on wet occasions. But aside from that, there's no complaints. The hoka is amazing in terms of comfortability. Okay, let's head on outside. As you can see, security just passed by. He didn't really seem to mind me holding the phone and talking to you guys. I guess he holds the phone too, right? And walks around and talks. But not everybody holds a gimbal, I guess. And the rain clouds are down there. And there's storm warnings all over the island. But it's just humid, warm, no rain. One moment, just checking my settings here. Still getting used to the handheld. Oh wow, Steven, thanks for the info. Yeah, I gotta check those out. Probably the same versions I have. I don't recall the name at the moment, but yeah, I would look at the boots for sure. It would be nice to have a pair that's waterproof. Hey, good insight there, Steven. Thanks a lot, man. I'm gonna look into that. Oh, something happened there. Steven says they have everything. Well, I didn't know as well, so let's hope they do. Alright, as I make my way to my trusty Honda Monkey. And once again, I apologize everybody for starting the stream a little bit late today. But as I suggested, what is there to do and where to go if it does rain? It was raining earlier today, and I was lucky enough to bring everybody on a short bike ride to avoid that. And then of course, I was able to bring everybody to Robinson Lifestyles, Thalang, to escape the rain a little bit today. And I hope everybody enjoyed that experience. We definitely got to walk around, and I got to do it in handheld mode, which I thought was quite enjoyable actually if it worked out. Oh, it's a holiday as well, so happy holiday to you, whichever holiday it is. Hey, Chatty Cathy. I'm just about to end the stream. Oh, geez. One moment. holding a wrong way. Hey Kathy, sorry I started the stream a little bit late today, and I wasn't sure if everybody's going to sleep yet, so I was about to end the stream. I don't mind if you guys are not tired yet. I can still walk around the mall a little bit more, as I did what I needed to do earlier on the day. I don't know, how do you guys feel, guys? I don't think people mind me in the mall, as I was rocking handheld mode today. So if you didn't know, I was doing most of the stream until we got to the cafe, as I didn't have a stand, but I was doing most of the stream in handheld mode, and hopefully the stability was good. And let me see. Oh, no worries. I come out to spend time with everybody, right? Hey Kathy, if you want to walk, I can hop back into the mall for a little bit of walk. And for those of you who can't join, maybe perhaps you can fall asleep as well. I don't know. What does everybody feel like? One moment, I'm gonna check some of my stats, but I definitely don't mind walking on a little more. So let me know. I'll give everybody a few moments, as some of you of course checked out the mall a bit, but we can walk back in and check out some more. I'm cool with that. As you know, this channel, we can always go into overtime. Hey, you guys say you're up for it. All right, let's do it. What am I doing? Let's do this. And thanks to Lee's support, let's go upstairs, grab another cup of coffee. We'll have coffee part 2 at another cafe. Let me ramble on and chatter some more. As you know, I'm sometimes just worried. Some of you, it's well past midnight for my homies. Well, my OG and usual viewers, of course, right? And of course, locally, you guys are running off to lunch. So I don't know if you guys are available. So sometimes I end it around perhaps this time. But hey, I think I got a few people that says, let's go, let's go. So you convince me. Then let's go, let's go. Okay, we go upstairs and then we get coffee. Okay, second cup upstairs over there. Jazz says I'm wide awake, and Steven's having a long holiday. Chatty Cathy just came in, so hey, OT it is. Hey, you guys often join me for OT time as I semi-burn your time as I enjoy chilling vibes at the end of my walk most of the time. So hey, let's do an OT for everybody and another cup of coffee, hopefully, as you know, I can probably drink a few cups despite me trying to kind of cut down lately. Kinda is the key word there. Let's go upstairs then this time. I think there was a few coffee house upstairs. I don't think we drank a cup upstairs before, so maybe today will be the day. Jazz says, my shift ends tomorrow morning. I'm good. Alright, Jazz. And of course, thank you for being with us on this walk. On your midnight shift, I would guess, right? I used to rock the midnight shift. It's all good. The graveyard shift, yeah? Well, that's what we named it anyways. I think the name hasn't changed. It makes a lot of sense to call it that. Not a drink shop. I'm just checking out if there's coffee shops here. If not, there's definitely another one downstairs. The worst comes to worst, I wouldn't mind another cup of, probably hot this time, Amazon's, but let's see. Sorry if I missed it. Hey, Aubrey's up for it as well. Hey, everybody's up for this OT time. Southern coffee. Hey, there's one. Okay, I think I found my coffee spot. All right, I'm convinced. Honey black sounds good. All right, we'll come back here. Let's take a loop around first. I just had a cup, obviously, and then we'll check out the mall a little bit more, check out some of the snacks, and then I'll grab a cup of coffee. Hey, Chatty Cathy, one moment. I'm gonna find us a nice background to give you your shout out. As you know, I like to do that a little bit. If I can control it, why not give us a nice backdrop? And thank you so much for the support, Chatty Cathy. One moment, everybody. The usual YouTuber struggles as we get a glimpse of Robinson Food Park. Did I miss the roses somewhere? Oh, the rose is on the floor. Yeah, it's on the ceiling as well. I was showing everybody. Once we get back downstairs, I'll show you. But in that case, let's do this. Hold on. That should be better. I don't know how much of the roses I can get, but thank you so much for the $4 super chat, Chatty Cathy, and definitely appreciate it as we go into overtime. So thank you for motoring OT, and we'll walk around some more and grab ourselves a nice cup of coffee, of course. I try to include as much as the flower as possible. But we had a nice roof downstairs as well, and hopefully I don't forget as we go downstairs, we'll get to check it out. But I'm gonna grab the cup of coffee upstairs for sure. We'll just walk around first a little bit as we just had a cup, as I mentioned. So let's head on down, take a stroll, and then we'll come back up as I found my place, I think, right there. Southern coffee. We are at the southern part of Thailand, of course, Phuket Island. Very fitting, I think. And this is what I was talking about, as they have a beautiful decor here of these roses all up top. They do pretty good detailing, if you ask me. It's nice here. I'll give them 10 out of 10 for making it full of island vibes for sure. Pretty cool style. Different. No shortage of jeans. 200 baht sale. That's like $6, everyone. APX, of course. I'm no bank, nor any official exchange. Not me. But definitely good quality, I think, for good pricing. As I wore pants for that price and it felt pretty comfortable. Very similar to some of the qualities I get back home on the bigger brands. Let's check out the decor, as I was talking about, as they do make a very good attempt to make the whole place very nice and enjoyable. Let's see if I can get us a better angle to appreciate all the hard work to include the roses up top. As you know, we often go to malls, but how often do we just look up and keep walking? Yeah, that's pretty nice. Electronics. We'll take another spin, do another cut through, and then we'll go upstairs and get that cup of coffee. Here I am talking about cutting down. But I guess it's all good when you're having a cup of coffee and a good time, everybody. It's not quite the same, is it, when you drink it all alone? Yeah, the lights definitely match the atmosphere. Very detailed. Sections for kids, for families, of course. Plenty of toys. Kids are so lucky nowadays, but I guess back then the toys were built better, right? As they don't make things like they used to. Okay, we'll cut through here and then we'll go upstairs and get some coffee together. Kids section. Okay, let's go upstairs. As they say, Song Chan Song here. Said that wrong? Okay, by Chan Song, which is upstairs, second floor. And Gin Cafe, let's get some coffee. That'll be the Robinson sign section. Looking cool here. Okay, let's go out. Go upstairs. I was just mentioning, for a smaller size mall, this place has spent a lot of time making it very enjoyable. They even have this probably small section that they didn't rent out, but they made it a seating area. Very VIP. Well, first serve, first come, right? Or first come, first serve. But hey, nobody's fighting for a space. There's more here. That's neat. Wow, that's cool. Utilizing space. And of course, adding to the positive vibes here. Okay, let's go upstairs. Now that I know my coffee spot, there's Amazon where we had the cup earlier. Hey, and Smooth Moderator is back in the house. Good to have you, Kurt. As we attempted to end the stream and faked you out, or faked everybody out, and Chatty Cathy came in and said, hey, let's do OT. Well, I said that actually, and everybody supported it. So let's do OT, I said. One more cup of coffee, another round around Robinson's, as I think it deserves it. Let's feature more of some of its beauties, actually. Pancake Corner and Coffee Club. Thank you, Kurt. Please do subscribe, my local viewers. Hello, Thailand. Sawadee Cup. And thank you very much, Khop Cup, for joining us on this walk. Whether you're from local Phuket and just revisiting some of these areas that I'm going on journeys with everybody, or in Thailand who wants to check out Phuket, do subscribe and grow with us and join in our journeys. That's a good feature to have. A little bit of advertisement, but a good splash of island vibes, as I mentioned about 10 times today. Let's head on upstairs. Yeah, I like that, Kathy. Some modern mixing. Well, it is a very modern mall. Why not some huge ass screen TV or display, for lack of a better word? I think this is thumbnail worthy. Just thinking if I should include the star dude now. And here we are, cup of coffee time. Plenty of seating, so I don't have to worry about that. Ladies first. Maybe Kurt can answer that one, as we always welcome some sports talks here, no worries. And I bite on my tongue again, suggesting that I do need my second cup. I think I picked a good place, as there's a lineup now. But we can check out the drinks first. I might go for the honey. 10 baht more. Honey black coffee sounds pretty decent now. And look at that, right at Phuket Walk, we have our own professional sports analysis to answer your questions on your sports need. Thank you, Kurt. And much more lively now compared to before, as the boat noodle place is full house, I would say. Must be good boat noodle. While rest of the food court is filling up as well. Very lively. I'll try to do that one, the ordering thing, without freaking out anybody. Hurt. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, you want to check out Taco Bell? Let's do that after. Yeah, it's right there. Good eye, mate. I might have seen it a few times. Yeah, let's go check it out after. Why not? As KFC here have rice bowls. I know probably a lot of places don't have. And they're mighty good, actually, chicken rice bowl. And you can, I think they have different curry flavors as well. Yeah, it's really nice. It's like curry, Kentucky Fried Chicken rice bowls. So it's really enjoyable, actually. It's a good mix. That's my opinion anyways. Oh, crap. Thank you so much. Sorry. Thank you. Making a mess here. Thank you so much for the assistance of the lovely lady in front of me. Or else I wouldn't be able to pick those coins up without getting you guys all dizzy anyways. One moment. It's gonna be our turn, but lucky I had a coffee earlier, so I can wait a bit. No worries. Honey black coffee. Honey black coffee. Good question, but maybe perhaps it's located in the south of Thailand, or maybe the beans might be from the south. Let me check it out. It doesn't have an explanation, but most of the beans in Thailand generally come from north, the northern parts in Chiang Mai and whatnot. So probably it's because the location of the cafe, as we are in southern Thailand, of course, Phuket. Honey black coffee. Yep. Yep. Thank you. Okay, I think we're just waiting now. Poor girl, she's just on her own making all the coffee, but she must be really good at what she does. As look at this lineup. I think this is the only coffee house that has a lineup. I think giving perhaps the bigger brands a go in terms of competition. I think the coffee is good. I'm confident already. Let's try it out. Oh yeah, all coffee chatters and conversations are welcome here. Oh yeah, a lot of selections indeed. Different flavors and mixtures and good pricing, 60 baht there. The teas are even cheaper. They're starting at 25 to 30 baht. That's like $1-ish. APX. And you can see, I mean, the atmosphere and the client speaks for its success and quality, I guess. I haven't had it before, so hey, I'm excited now. And here it is. Hey, that was quick. We can sit anywhere, so I say we find ourselves somewhere cool in terms of not temperature but scenery. So here we are. And good questions. Southern coffee. I doubt that the beans are from the south part of Thailand, as I know they might not do too well here compared to the north, but I'm not sure. What do I know, right? Per my knowledge, most of the beans are from northern part of Thailand, and tea as well. Perhaps it's because the location of the coffee shop itself that it named itself Southern. Let me see. I'm gonna find a good spot and then put us on a gimbal this time. Let's go for the surfing chairs, man. Nobody's sitting there. Oh, maybe because of the loud music. Okay, fine. And yeah, if you need a nice comfortable chair for a massage, you can also do that. Or we can sit there and continue the stream, but I'm more looking for a scenic view. Here, you know what? Beach chairs it is. The music isn't too bad, I think. I think that's all I'm not sure if it's all honey. It could be some ice, but it definitely separates it quite well. Let's unwrap it and take a look. So it's like that, yeah? A mixture of honey and water, I think. And then the coffee somehow made it to the top, I think, thanks to ice. Pretty good looking cup. Well, can't hear the music, Steven? That's great. And hopefully my voice isn't too annoying. As some people may find so, but hey, not my OG fellow viewers, of course, as you guys may gotten used to it by now. Just buying time to get the straw unwrapped. Here we are. And let's mix that up to... I like their logo. Looks like a bow. Or what we call kwai here. Buffalo. Now, kwai is also used as a slang in terms of not good word to describe someone. Bad word, perhaps. But hey, it is what it is. It is called that. The buffalo. I think we're good. And I'll let you guys know if it's refreshing. Just let me settle us down first. This time I'm not going to use the gimbal. And let's see how I do. Yeah. Not much of a view though. Jeez. Hold on. I think I can do better. A little bit better? Oh yeah, I was having fun mixing it. That's how sign taught me. Let's go like this. All right, cheers everyone, and thank you, Chatty Cathy, for the OT and OT coffee. That's a big cup. And I was telling everybody how big the Amazon was. Look at this solid cup too. Not flimsy. Lots of honey, it's nice. Chatty Cathy. And I guess we're already on this side. Chatty Cathy says, thank you for going a little bit longer today. Appreciate it. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $10 support, super chat, and double support this time. I appreciate it, and definitely keeps me going and inspires me to continue to improve things. And today, overtime for you, any day. My pleasure, Chatty Cathy. Thank you. Cheers to you. And of course, here, hold on for the occasion. I don't think anybody's gonna run off with that. If they do, I have to run after them, but here it is, Chatty Cathy. What I was talking about earlier. That's nice, yeah? I just noticed this today as I barely look up myself. That's what I mean by getting complacent. Sometimes when you look up, the world might look a little different. That's very detailed, and I think it's cool that this mall went into the extra mile, I would say, to make it look cool. Very enjoyable mall. A smaller mall, I mentioned. But hey, it's the quality that counts. But thank you so much, Chatty Cathy. Sorry, let me get my big finger out of everybody's way. I'll sort this out a lot better next time, as I'm still new to the handheld situation. Here we are. Yeah, that's better, I think. And the umbrellas as well, right? I mean, they could have just left it, but they're like, no, something needs to be there. Of course, hope you're having a great night, Chatty Cathy, and everyone else as well. And enjoying the stream, of course. I'm gonna enjoy this cup of coffee then. Refreshing is right. It's different, eh? With the splash of honey, everything does taste more refreshing. As I guess the extra bitterness, even with a bit of sugar, is different. The honey kind of takes away all the, I wouldn't say coffee flavor, but it takes away the bitterness. And just makes the bitterness a little bit sweeter, yeah? Or compared to the sugar, it's more of a natural tasting way of doing it. I'm drinking this quite fast, so it's a good cup of coffee. Southern coffee. I'll be back. No, I don't think there are tourists around here. We can check it out. Probably locals off having their lunchtime. And yeah, the surfboard does add to it. And it's decor specially made for the occasion. So cool. Yeah, it's everybody enjoying their lunch. I wouldn't imagine too much tourists here. I mean, definitely expats, or perhaps I would recommend tourists if they're passing by, going or coming from the airport. This might be a great location to drop by, grab all your needs before you head off on a trip, or of course enjoy your vacation here locally on Phuket Island. So this would be a great location, as it's a pass-by location on your way to the airport, of course. Northern part of the island in the Thalang area. Hey, Earth Camper, good to see you. We're going into overtime today, thanks to the support of Chatty Cathy, and had a chance to try this great cup of coffee, honey Americano by Southern Coffee. But I would say just in time, as I'm gonna finish this up a bit. Of course, all coffee time is just in time. Lee says, Southern Coffee, he'll be back. Chatty Cathy. Thank you so much, Chatty Cathy. Gift of all gifts. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. And welcome, Liz. Welcome to membership to you, Liz. And thank you so much, Chatty Cathy. Definitely spoiled today. You're making my morning so wonderful right now. I'm gonna go home and brag to Sign, and I said, I had a great day today. So much support, so much love, so much warmth, even went into the OT. Thank you so much. Coffee Maka, Chatty Cathy. And I'm not joking with that comment of gift of all gifts, as the gifted membership is very important to the channel, as I hope many of you, my subscribers and viewers, do become a member and support us that way, as I know you'll be there for us going forward, and I'll be able to, of course, be extra inspired by the continuing and of course stable support, I would say, in terms of membership wise, and continue the hard work and put more work into it. I wouldn't say it's too hard right now, as it's very enjoyable, but increase the intensity of what I can put more into the channel, of course. And if I'm all over the place, that might be the coffee being too good. But thank you so much, Chatty Cathy, and hope you enjoy the membership list. As I mentioned a few times, but maybe the first time today, that I will be working on my May members video this week. Yes, Klaus did head home, as I remember. He joined in and he said hello. And he did message me he had a good time and gave me a few pictures of us, of course, on his journey. So Klaus is home safe, probably just working hard, of course, and maybe suffering from some after vacation depression, as I would like to call it, as I often get that symptom. But Klaus works very hard, so I think he's just perhaps back at work. As he mentioned, he'll be back as well to Phuket Island, of course, instead of Southern Coffee. And thank you, Kurt. Do check out Earth Camper's channel, of course, as he does great camping and RV informational content. So great content to add to that. So do check it out, as he also takes you on great adventures, Earth Camper, on his campers, of course. So everybody go over to Earth Camper's channel, check it out, subscribe, enjoy the content, as I always say, and you'll definitely like it, as I enjoy it. And I will say hi for you, definitely, as I will be bragging the sign that I had a wonderful day today walking. I always have a wonderful time. Today I started the day quite joyous, perhaps less bothered by recent events, just for the day. Sometimes my emotions allow me to take a holiday, and this morning was probably it, as I got to enjoy. I woke up a little bit late as I lost some sleep, but got to catch some streams at 3 a.m. Said hi to Ready Eddie a bit before falling back to a sleep, and then woke up to Johnny Stumbles. So I had a chance to say hi to Johnny, of course, enjoy some of his great content at Johnny Stumbles. And then here we are today. So a great day, a great morning, a very warm one for myself, as of course I've been having mixed feelings every day, but today was a great one and a continued good one, as I'm sure the continued positive energy will carry through my day. Oh, congratulations, Earth Camper, on getting monetized. And for every channel or every YouTuber, of course, that's a huge step for anybody. It was very exciting for me, as I definitely jumped up and down about it when I first reached it at 500. Less excited when I reached the major milestone, not because of course, what it is, but due to some recent more downer events, family events, as my cat passed away. But hey, it brought the positiveness to the occasion, and also very important something for me and Sign to do. As I mentioned before, sometimes during some more major shocking and not so happy events, all you can do is focus on work, of course. And this is a career more than work. It's something enjoyable for me and Sign, a dream. And I think I wouldn't even know what to do without you guys. So if I'm blabbing away, hey, this is OT, and that's what I like to do, blab away in overtime. Of course, hope everybody is enjoying this overtime coffee break. Let me set us down so you can look at my big head blabbing, yeah? Let me get my chat out in case I miss anything. Man, I'm not doing too well on the talking department today. Hey, and thanks Jazz for subbing. My phone is playing some tricks on me. No worries, I'm sure I could one way or another bypass this. Okay. Yeah, Lee says, well done, Earth Camper. No, really, well done. Good job, man. Hey, you never know, right? Everything starts somewhere, just like me too. We're both starting somewhere now. And we made some friends. I think it's already a success, you know what I'm saying? Let's just take the success a little further, you know what I mean? Let me get my phone plugged in, as I like to take everybody for another spin around the mall before we wrap things up. I call it the victory lap. Lab away, Alex. Thank you, Lee, for the support. I think I'm capable of doing so. I'm pretty good at the blabbing department. Oh, there's my battery pack leaping out. Thank you for the reminder, Kurt. You know me and my memory. None in terms of memory-wise. I will go over to Taco Bell right now, and then we'll check it out together. And thank you for the request. I do have walk requests along the way in terms of what to check out. I don't mind. Of course, especially ones like checking out Taco Bell for Taco Bell fans, of course. Alright, I think we're recharging. Let me double check. And once again, thank you everyone for all the support so far today. But of course, especially thank you for Chatty Cathy super spoiling me on overtime. So let's continue, OT. Take our victory lap. Perhaps the victory lap is checking out Taco Bell. And we'll check out the mall a little bit more, of course. Security was very cool. In terms of, he didn't give a crap what I was doing. To me, that is very cool and kind, indeed. Hello, Michael. Welcome to the live stream. We are currently at Robinson Lifestyle at the northern part of Phuket, Thailand. And we're going to take a victory lap as we went into OT during this live stream, thanks to Chatty Cathy's support. So welcome, Michael, to the victory lap. And of course, hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good one. Okay, the coffee's all finito because it was excelente, delicious, and refreshing. Are you serious, Chatty Cathy? That was so cool because my mom was a twin too. So there you have it. We have more in common than you think. And I would say my mom is the way more responsible one. Now, having said that, I really miss my mom. That's what I want to add. That's the best way of putting it. Because whether she's a twin or not, definitely she is the only one and one of her kind. As, of course, I can see the differences right away. Even at a very young age, I can tell which one is my mom. But yeah, way Chatty Cathy. Pretty cool. What am I doing here? One moment. I'm trying to get us going, and the more I rush, the more it seems like I'm slowing things down. Just have to get packed up, and then we should be good to go. As I mentioned, I'm doing this handheld compared to usually on a gimbal. Hopefully everybody's not too dizzy by me just working on my skills here. I think I'm alright. I've done it before, but perhaps do need a little bit more skills. There's the train. Hey, special occasion for us. That's not copyrighted music, is it? Thank you, Chatty Cathy. And I'm sure your dad is amazing as well. I try my best to be more like my mom, especially recent 10 years, I guess. More than that, as I think, and definitely is true, my mom is an amazing person and also my hero for all my life. And being more like her is definitely my goal in life. She is very patient compared to myself. And of course, a lovely person. She's super friendly and very caring. Lots to learn from me. I mean, from her. Lots to learn. Oh, no worries, Michael. Glad you're here. It's just we're doing our victory lap, like I mentioned. So perhaps a little shorter stream for yourself. But always a good community here, I assure you. As, of course, everyone in my community tries their best to upkeep what we have, what we built, and growing together. And we have wonderful mods that do so as well. So welcome, Michael, and thank you to all my mods doing a wonderful job, as Juanita and Kathy is here right now to help me out, and Juanita doing a solo job most of the time earlier. Thank you so much, Juanita and Kathy and all my mods. And Kurt as well, the smooth moderator. Don't worry, I didn't forget you, Kurt. But if I did forget anybody, I'm just a bonehead. My bad. I love all my mods. I love all my subscribers, obviously. And of course, my members as well. Oh, Kurt, you were targeted for the good. Just make sure everybody knew you were the smooth moderator. It's a nice open space. I was like, whoa. Just walked by, I was like, that felt empty. Okay, victory lap, we go. But let's enjoy the mall a little bit, as it's much more lively now, and of course, packed with people compared to when we first arrived earlier. We did come around 11, quite late already. Was it 10:30? But quite late, 11. But not many people when we first arrived, as now everybody had their lunch and the mall's filling up. And I assure you, this is not a dead mall. It's very lovely, lively, and fun mall with lots to look at and lots to enjoy here. As I told you, it's not the biggest mall, of course, around the island, but it's very detailed, very beautiful if you ask me. And Chatty Cathy, of course, as we enjoy the decor here. Yeah, they do have IKEA here, I think. I've seen it before, as I used to go in Toronto, but never really took an interest here. But yeah, that's a good request and a good topic, and we can definitely go check out some IKEAs, I think. If there's two, but definitely I think there's one. I used to go to IKEA for their hot dogs. I think many people do. You were moderated in another channel earlier, and my response was laughing. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. You know what, man? You know, who needs all the fancy restaurants and all that, right? When in Phuket, let's check out IKEA food court. That might be a good idea next time. I'm serious. So let's do that. Let me schedule something for us, and then we'll check out IKEA together. And we were cutting through the center earlier already, but we'll take a glimpse. It looks nice. I think they really made the most out of this mall. In terms of just designing every single area and space. Even if up top right here it's just venting, but at least they took the time to blend it in nicely. And good colors. Of course, many mall would just go for black, yeah. Okay, let's go outside. One moment, as I'm just gonna not film security. Yes, we're looking at the floor just for a minute. Perhaps checking out the hookah shoes I was mentioning earlier. Look at those dark clouds. Hopefully I'm not caught in the rain as I need to ride down south a little bit now. We are outside again, and as my OG viewers might know, I'm gonna wrap things up here. I think that was a good victory lap so far. And of course I set out today to check out what is there to do around the northern part of the island. And we got to visit Robinson Lifestyles. As I kid you not, I can smell the rain. No worries, I have my rain jacket on along the way. And we definitely got to check out Robinson's. And of course, all thanks to Chatty Cathy at the end there, wanting to check out some more. And I thought, hey, with everybody agreeing as well, let's go for overtime. And of course, thank you, Cathy, for spoiling me in overtime as well. I hope everybody enjoyed the walk at Robinson's. Not a huge ass mall, for lack of a better term, but definitely a wonderful experience. I enjoyed it, and I hope everybody else did as well. I'm gonna go towards my bike now. One moment. And thank you, Kurt, for the information on IKEA. It won't be too hard for me to find then, since you already found it for me. I'm still getting used to this. All right, thank you everyone for joining me today. As you know, Robinson Thalang isn't the biggest place, I mentioned a few times, but we definitely had a great time. And thank you so much, Chatty Cathy, and everyone that supported me today. And of course, I'm gonna give everyone a shout out, don't worry. All that supported me, and of course all my viewers that joined me today for giving me such a wonderful time, a warm time. Especially in overtime, the second cup of coffee definitely did the trick. And I feel more alive, is that the word for it? Lively, and I'm ready to continue my day. As it's, what time is it now? It's 1 p.m. here, and I got a little bit of more filming to do, as I need to do our members video. But thank you so much, Chatty Cathy, for spoiling me, especially today. And of course, before I sign off, I hope everybody can stay and enjoy my outro music, as it gives a very important shout out to my members. One moment, as I give a very important appreciation, of course, to my supporters today. Thank you so much, First Class, Lee, Chatty Cathy, of course, for the super chat 2 times, the coffee, and of course the OT super chat, and the gift of all gifts, the gift membership. And I have not forgotten. Thank you to Kurt, and here we are. I'm your Phuket Walker, Alex. Sawadee Kap, Sawadee Ka, and I will catch you later. Thank you everyone once again for joining me today, and of course for going into overtime with me. Now, we definitely appreciate the support, of course, but thank you so much for also the company for spending OT with me as well. And I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna enjoy my filming now as I feel extra warm. Thank you so much for your overtime, for your time. And of course, until we meet again, take care. We're out. Overtime shout out! Thank you, Michael, for becoming a member of Phuket Walk. Thank you for joining the family. I never miss shout outs, and if I do, I will give it to you again on the next live stream. But hey, got you this time. Thank you so much for the overtime support, the overtime membership as a superstar member. As I do always for OT, that's my best imitation of a basketball shot. So thank you for joining the Phuket Walk family, Michael. Good to have you. I'm gonna go back to the outro music, but thank you so much. Today was definitely a wonderful day, and it's all thanks to everyone. Cheers, everybody. Have a good one.